What's going on, guys? It's Vi here, and yesterday at Comic-Con, Treyarch released one of the best cinematic trailers they have ever done, Blood of the Dead, which is a completely remake of Mob of the Dead from BO2. The trailer starts off with Richtofen tearing open a poster, which is very familiar to fans of Mob of the Dead, because it's a poster of Escape from the Tomb, which was one of the parts of the Easter egg where you had to get your tomahawk and throw it through the gaps of the cell into the poster, which would reveal a hole in the back of the wall, which you were able to go in Afterlife mode. But this is where the trailer starts off. You are at the back of the wall, and Richtofen tears open the poster, which brings him into the prison. When I first saw this, I was overwhelmed with nostalgia and emotions. It's so good seeing them bring back my favourite map, because Mob of the Dead is personally my favourite map of all Call of Duty. The music gave us the perfect tempo and perfect rhythm that brought back a creepy Mob of the Dead vibe that made the map so memorable in the first place. When Richtofen speaks, we realize straight away something is wrong, something is off.
You're late. Doctor? Doctor? Is there a problem? 2 for each of them. Survival depends on it. Yeah. You remember? So much to do. A vessel from Axis, the opening of the gateways. Are you sure you're not getting confused? You'll be needing this. The Chronorium. But I've already read it. Read it again. What is the meaning of this? The pages have changed. They... Our blood! Mine blood! You cannot possibly expect me to let this happen! You son of a bitch!
Let me guess. You're not gonna let us in on what that was about.
Or explain why you have people in freezer.
We are leaving.
How screwed they are. There's no way out. He had no backup plan, and this was only supposed to be a quick visit to get the blood vials and get out. But as the entire trailer has been reinforcing this idea of something is wrong with this version of Primus. But is this the version of Primus that we had, where they get out of Alcatraz and become the 4 original characters that defeat the Apothicons in the Great Battle? With this trailer, it's up to your own interpretations, but to me, I don't believe these characters are the 4 characters from Revelations who beat the Shadow Man. I feel like these are 4 Primus characters that are from one of the fractures that Monty closes off at the end of Revelations. Which means these 4 characters are either doomed in their own regard, because their world will be eventually closed off. But this, in another sense, is fantastic, because Treyarch have been able to give our characters free will, meaning that they don't have a loop to go around. They can go wherever the hell they want, which is fantastic, because it gives them creative direction. They can do whatever they want and send this crew many different places that has nothing to do with the major overarching story. Or this is post Revelations Primus, and they do find a way out of Alcatraz by other means. Don't ask me how, because there's no portals, they're all gone. I suppose they do have the Chronorium, so that is something. But if you're familiar with what reinforces my point, of course, I have actual backup here, is the Dark Horse comic book of when Richtofen goes to Alcatraz to get the blood vials. Nikolai is not the one who goes to see Misty, it's Dempsey, and Richtofen lands perfectly at the laboratory instead of being far away from it. And the other doctor isn't having 115 delusions. He's perfectly sane, and he says they're on time and they're not late this time, meaning they get out. There's no repercussions. They get out and they go on with their journey from Zetsebo to Grodkrovi. But this version doesn't, which is why I love it. It's fantastic. They have an alternate version of Primus that can go off on their own adventure, with Monty at the end killing them off as he closes up their fracture. So, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe.
I will be reborn!